What if I told you that one of history's greatest detective stories began with a single, ancient book? A story of a magnificent civilization, blessed with power and technology, that vanished in a single day and night, swallowed by the sea. For over 2,000 years, this tale has captivated explorers, scientists, and dreamers. Was it a real, lost chapter of human history? A warning from our past? Or the most influential fictional story ever told? This is the endless quest to find the lost city of Atlantis. Our entire journey begins with one man, the famous Greek philosopher Plato. Around 360 BC, in his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, he gives us our only ancient record. He claims the story came from the wise Athenian lawmaker Solon, who heard it from Egyptian priests. These priests described a powerful island empire located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato described it in incredible detail, a metropolis of concentric rings of water and land, bridged and tunneled, with a magnificent palace at its center. Its people were advanced, noble, but over time, they became greedy and corrupt. And then the cataclysm. As divine punishment for their moral decay, Plato writes that the gods sent violent earthquakes and floods. In one terrible day and night, the entire island of Atlantis was swallowed up by the sea and vanished. This is the core of the mystery. Was Plato recording an actual historical disaster? Or was he using a powerful story as a philosophical lesson about the dangers of hubris and the fall of ideal societies? The most compelling scientific theory points to a real-world catastrophe. The island of Thera, now Santorini, was once home to the advanced, seafaring Minoan civilization around 1600 BC. They had running water, multi-story buildings, and vibrant art, a truly advanced society for its time. Then, a volcanic eruption, one of the most powerful in human history, literally blew the island apart. The eruption would have generated tsunamis over 100 feet high, racing across the Aegean Sea to devastate the Minoan centers on Crete. The ash cloud would have blotted out the sun for years. This real-world event is a stunning parallel to the destruction of Atlantis. But the human imagination is not so easily satisfied. The search for Atlantis has become a global obsession. Some look to the Azores in the mid-Atlantic, suggesting a sunken plateau could be the remnants of a continent. In the Bahamas, the Bimini Road, a mysterious, straight-line formation of submerged limestone blocks, has been touted as a possible road or wall from the lost city. A more recent and fascinating theory points not to the sea, but to the desert. The Risha structure in Mauritania, also known as the Eye of the Sahara. From above, its concentric rings are a near-perfect match for Plato's description, leading some to speculate that a misinterpretation of swallowed by the sea could instead mean a lost civilization buried by the sands of time. So where does the truth lie? Mainstream archaeology remains deeply skeptical. No definitive evidence, no artifacts, no buildings inscribed with the name Atlantis has ever been found on the ocean floor or in the Sahara. Scholars point out that Plato was a philosopher, not a historian. He may have crafted a brilliant, noble lie, a parable about the ideal state and its inevitable decay, using the dramatic device of a sunken city to make his lesson unforgettable. The very perfection of the story is what makes it so untestable, and therefore, eternally alluring. In the end, the true power of Atlantis may not be in its discovery, but in its enduring mystery. It is a ghost that haunts our collective consciousness, pushing us to explore shipwrecks in the deep, to scan satellite imagery, and to question the fragments of our own ancient past. It represents a universal human dream of a golden age, and a universal fear of losing it all. Whether it was a parable by a brilliant philosopher or a civilization lost to time, Atlantis remains. A shimmering mirage on the horizon of history, forever calling to us from the depths.